Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Haunting of Hill House Season 1, Episode 3. I watched the episode 1 and the episode 2, I think it was 3 or 4 days away now. And they were good, they were really great, but like I said during my review of the 2 last episodes, I'm gonna put links if you want to see my reaction videos about this one. Like I said, I'm not sure now that I'm gonna make reaction videos about all of the show, at least all of the season 1. If you are watching that on YouTube, it means that I decided that I was gonna make reaction video for this show, but right now, I'm not sure of it, because I was really interested and intrigued by the episode 1. I really thought that they did it well, you know, they did it really with the rules of an horror show, an horror movie. We know all of the characters now, we know all of the issues of each characters, and we know a little bit about what happened when they were kids and a little bit about what is happening now. And it's interesting, I was intrigued, and I was waiting for the episode 2, you know, to confirm me that it was a great show and that I was gonna be fully into it. During the second episode, I saw that they were building it in a different way than the first episode. The first episode was really there to be a presentation of the show. But the second episode was really about Charlie and about her point of view, you know, about what happened for her when her sister died and the consequences of that for her. And I think that it can be interesting for the show to build all of the season like that, like one episode, one character. It can bring something interesting because it can be a way to discover each character and each story of the character and what happened, you know, into the past, but with their point of view and what is happening now for all of them. That can be an interesting way to discover the characters and also to get attached to each one of them. And it's also interesting because, you know, after the first episode I had trouble to know where they were going with this season. I mean, to have 10 episodes for a show like that, with a storyline like that, you know, like they were describing it during the first episode, I was really like, can you take one entire season of 10 episodes with long episodes, like 50 minutes or 1 hour, to do that, to explain a storyline like that? I had trouble to see it, but if they are using that way of writing each episode with one character, one episode, it can be interesting. It can be, you know, like we have 4 characters now, 4 sisters and brothers, so each one of them can have an episode for the first half of the season and each one of them can have an episode for the second half of the season. And I think that at the end it would be interesting to have the father for the final episode, because in fact the father has all of the clues about what happened into the past with his wife and also with maybe what happened with his daughter, because we know that he was the last one to speak to her. So yes, it can be interesting to keep him, you know, for the final episode. We'll see if I'm right about that or not. About the storylines, about what happened into the past, I have 2 series, you know. I have the official and reasonable one, like the mother was getting crazy and she was traumatizing all of her child by doing weird stuff with them and by terrorizing all of them. And at the end the father chose, you know, to get away with his child, and she turned more crazy and she killed herself. And maybe when this sister, I forgot her name, Millie? I'm not sure. Maybe when she went to that house she remembered all of that and she get crazy also, and that's why she killed herself also. Or maybe it's the fantastic option, but I have 2 series into that fantastic option. Maybe the mother was possessed and she was terrorizing her kids, but not because she wanted to, because she was possessed, and the dad discovered it and went away with the child, and this thing inside the mother killed her or forced her to kill herself. Or maybe since the beginning it was that entity who was traumatizing the child, and maybe the dad get away with the child and the mother wanted to kill that entity, but she couldn't do it, so the entity killed her. But when the sister went to that place, the entity possessed her or killed her or forced her to kill herself. Am I clear with my series? I'm not sure. But that's it. I'm thinking of that now, and of course we have some details that we have also to have answers for, like the dogs, why the kids are hearing dogs and not the adults. We have this thing about one of the brothers being an addict, and is he an addict because he felt also that thing when they were into that home? Maybe he knew something about his mother or about this entity? I'm not sure, but I think that there is something behind that. And the dad, is he really clear or not? I mean, you saw it, if I posted these reaction videos on YouTube, you saw it. The first time that we saw him talking to his kids, I was like, I don't like you. I don't know why, but I don't like you. I'm feeling something bad about you. I don't know, there is something in the air. I'm not feeling okay with your character, so I'm still having this into my mind, you know, like maybe at some point we're gonna discover that in fact it was the dad since the beginning who was, I don't know, playing with that entity, talking with that entity, doing all of that. I don't know. I still have this impression that the dad is hiding something and is not all clear. There is something right here. I don't know, I have this impression. I love that it's an horror show, but they are not playing all of the cards, you know, of an horror show. We have jump scares, we have moments like we are, you know, in tension and really afraid of what is happening on screen. I love that, but I love also that they are not being all about that. They are also talking about the psychology behind characters, and I appreciate that. I prefer a show like that than an horror show or an horror movie which is just about, you know, killing people, blood, stuff like that. For me, they are not really horror shows. Horror shows or horror movies, they are playing with your mind, you know, they are really playing with your mind, they are really trying to scare you with your deep fears, you know, with surprising you, and of course not in a good way, and with playing, yes, with your fears. And okay, that can be gross and that can be disgusting to see weird stuff, crazy stuff, bloody stuff and all of that, but it's not horror stuff for me. I'm not loving that kind of horror shows and movies, so that's why I'm beginning to like this one, how they are building this one, but I want more. I know I'm contradicting myself by saying that. I like that they are not all about that, but I want a little more about that. I just want to, yes, to be scared a little. I don't know why, I don't know how, but just a little more for me, please. So yes, for now I don't know if I'm gonna make reaction videos about this show or not. I said it, I'm gonna decide it after this episode 3. It's gonna confirm me my good impressions about this show or not. And I'm gonna see that after the show. But see, I was really excited to film that reaction video about the episode 3, so it's already a good sign for me to know that I'm excited to be back, you know, with the show. That's a good sign. We'll see. Stop talking and let's go now for this episode 3. I'm waiting for the episode to be ready, and I'm taking that time to say that I'm also glad that I'm trying this show, you know, with you guys, with reaction videos, because it's a new kind of show that I'm trying right here, an horror show, and I think it can be great also to share that with you guys, to have a new kind of shows to discover with you. It can be fun, I think. We'll see. I'm gonna see that during the editing. It's not Nelly. Open your eyes.
Nelly?
Not Nelly. What?
That's why I knew he was coming. That's how I always know.
Oh.
Breathe.
Okay, Theo is a psychiatrist. They are all having really
What does Mr. Smiley look like?
not weird jobs, but you know, not usual jobs.
But he isn't happy.
You know, they are confronting really crazy stuff in their jobs.
Under the house. In the basement.
She's a psychiatrist or a police woman.
We make ourselves really safe. And no one ever gets it.
Are you really supposed to say that to a child? I mean, it's not gonna mess with her mind for years now.
Foster care system isn't the easiest place to grow up.
Okay, she's really a psychology. Are we gonna see the lights, you know, under the porch?
Hang on.
49 Claustrophobia. How did you know that?
What about all of these sculptures?
You must look like go crazy, huh? Do you feel cold right there? Yeah. I told you. And this one. Stuff. Just like a brick wall.
And you're not helping her by saying it out loud to her, like she's gonna build an even higher wall, you know?
How'd you find him?
So I was right about how they're gonna build, you know, each episode. This episode is about you.
You can't smell that. Smells the same here as the rest of the house.
You're smelling something, you? That's why you get crazy and addict and all of that when you were an adult? What?
No, it's rice now.
Just trying to take ownership of something that doesn't belong just to me.
Okay, it was when you...
I'm offering to share it. I'm trying to do the right thing.
The right thing?
Were you okay, all of you, with the book? Shirley was not, but the rest of you.
I've heard the various versions my whole life. I've heard Dad's tablet horror show. I've heard Luke and Nellie's ghost stories. No offense, Nellie.
Okay, so Luke and Nelly were thinking that it was a ghost. That can explain why Luke was like that, you know.
It's blood money, Steve. You're welcome to every red sin.
Are you gonna read it now? Okay, that's a no! What now?
Hello? You're not funny, Luke.
That was not really nice, you.
Come along. I need to clean your kitchen.
Why
I'm so peanut butter.
are you like that, you?
She's not mean. She's scared.
I think so. She's trying to protect you of something. The religious aspect of her character, you know, it's interesting. She was there before. She knows what happened before, maybe something with the house, with the old owners of the house. No! You still have it, the number? I thought that she was gonna put it into the trash.
Hello?
Look! What is wrong with you?
I thought it might be her.
Who her?
She never stays after dark. Trying to take a ride in this elevator? John Wayne.
Oh, you're gonna... It's gonna work.
Stupid thing. Got the door has to be closed. Please, Theo. I'm gonna get in trouble. I won't tell.
Oh!
Please, come on.
It's gonna work and something bad is gonna happen.
Okay. Okay. Going up. Hey! Up! Theo! Theo! Move!
Go check him. He's blocked. I'm claustrophobic. That's one of my deepest fears. Just to be blocked into somewhere. Of course, it stopped.
Something down here. Just hang on, I'm trying. Come on. Theo!
Ooh, that's pretty clear. I mean, this entity, we are fully seeing it. Of course, the kid is gonna be traumatized by that for life, and of course, he's gonna be an addict for forgetting that.
Okay. Did you rip your shirt? Must have been caught on the door.
Sorry, Granny. Watch her.
Go to your room. Come here.
That's why you became a psychiatrist for children, because you traumatized your brother. That was really, yes, a monster, a ghost, an entity. It's pretty clear now that we are dealing with something like that. I mean, the reasonable and the official version is not really working when we can see that really. That was a nightmare. I'm not buying this one. All is related to the house. Not buying this one.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. What is happening to you now?
It's Nell.
Oh, that's when you learned that she's dead. Why are we not seeing her husband yet? You know, she's dead and we didn't see him during the last episode. Did he die or something like that?
Stacy.
Stacy, is your maid of honor? Who is she? She's not one of the sisters.
Stacy.
Okay, Stacy is occupied. Maybe she's occupied with Theo?
He's a man. He collects bridesmaids.
My money is on Theo.
Hey. We didn't know you were into
Girls? Really? You didn't know? She wasn't out for her siblings?
Can you get me dressed? Oh, yeah.
I'm sad for her.